This video is super late, but there was quite a bit of information in the level 5 vision presentation regarding Victory Road. In this video I'm going to be going over things you might have missed or not picked up on. If there was anything I missed in this video, feel free to let me know. First off, we know for a fact that Tsunami boost is going to be stronger than Death Sword. Unless they somehow changed how they're doing things since the last showcase, we know they're going off the Go Galaxy base stats. So Tsurugi would have a base kickstat of 183, whereas Tsunami would have a base kickstat of 135. Tsurugi has a higher kickstat than Tsunami, both characters are element neutral against Sangoku. When both moves are used, Death Sword has an attack value of 220, whereas Tsunami Boost has an attack value of 305. We don't know how stat calculations are gonna work, but we know Tsunami Boost is gonna have a higher base power than Death Sword. We know that passives will stack. In the Eastwind Peregrine breakdown, 3 defenders are said to have the Fire Guard passive, and that passive combined amongst those defenders, and that allowed them to achieve a higher boost to that passive, which was 40% defense up. And it specifically says defense up, not like a block up or something like that. It said it's specifically defense up, so I think it might be to your blocking power, not to your block stat. We know that Flame Fortress is going to be a HISSATSU tactic that doubles fire element defense around the goal. And it's quite interesting since in previous games there were only a few HISSATSU tactics that affected your player's stats, such as Godspeed, Dark Thunder and Storm Before the Calm. And these only affected your speed stat. We did have Grand Luster for power boost, but that was for the final product of the power and you had to accumulate the power through passing the ball around, so it wasn't like a direct HISSATSU tactic stat boost. I'm probably gonna butcher this, but Mogyu no Suno is the name of this HISSATSU tactic, which roughly translates to Raging Bullhorn. We can actually see the surroundings of the map, which is amazing, and I think this will give us more appreciation for the maps in the long run. And they'll probably contribute to the story more or equally to the previous games, but I think this will be the most immersive the maps have actually ever been. This is just going to be some extra stuff or information I've been given that I want to throw in. All of this info was shown to me by Shinobi LF like late last week, and I was working on another video at the time, so I didn't really get a chance to make a video on this stuff specifically. First off, we know the amount of characters in the beta is going to be limited, and the beta is going to run until the full game is out. Teams used in story mode will only be able to go up to level 30. In all of the modes, the speed that you gain experience with is going to basically be the same from level 1 to 29, but from 30 onwards, the XP gain is going to be about 5 times higher on the story and single player stuff. And at launch, the maximum level was planned to be level 50, instead of the usual level 99 that we're used to. We know you can save 10 teams for Chronicle mode, competitions and tournaments. And this one's pretty interesting. There will be certain special moves on certain players that will not be able to be removed. The example they gave here is having a Raimon Endo that cannot get rid of his God Hand HISSATSU. I think it's a pretty cool feature since it adds more personality to the players as well as making some characters that were previously unviable more viable, especially if some moves are going to be exclusive to players through this system. I'm not a fan of having exclusive moves, but I am a fan of it if it will make canon viable. We as the player will be selecting the remainder of the team ourselves, which is why we haven't seen the full 11 of Nagumohara in the promo media. I don't know whether this was always the plan from the start, but I think it's quite cool since everyone's experience with the game is going to be even more varied and unique to them. I think that's basically it, but something I've noticed myself is that we've received very few Ares and Orion stuff. Like, players and HISSATSU have been shown to us in the Victory promo media, but not much at all. It's just been, the vast majority has just been OG and Go stuff, which is fine since those are the more liked sagas, so they've definitely made the better decision to show those off in promo media, since that's the stuff people like more. But it makes me slightly concerned about the development. But yeah, that's basically it. Hopefully Gojin is available in beta so I can use Fire Lemonade.